Hello, and welcome back to my Pokémon LeafGreen Wedlocke. In the last episode, we took on the Celadon Game Corner, aka the Team Rocket Hideout, and I had said that in the next episode we would probably be going down Cycling Road, but I forgot that now that we have the Sylph Scope, we can come back to Lavender Town, the Noble Purple Town. Yes, this is one of the creepiest places in any Pokemon game. Like, for instance, this little girl asks you if you believe in ghosts. If you say yes, then she seems a little like, oh, you're creepy then. But if you say no, she goes, haha, I guess not. That white hand on your shoulder, I'm just imagining it. Yeah, this has been in there since, like, Red and Blue, and it's caused all kinds of speculation and about there really being a white hand, all kinds of creepypasta stories. But the best thing was that in the Pokemon Origins anime, they paid homage to it, and if you look very carefully, like there's someone says that same line to Red, and he just kind of shrugs it off. But if you look very carefully, there's a faint outline of a transparent white hand on his shoulder. Nice little creepy touch. So we're gonna enter Pokemon Tower. So this is essentially a giant grave site for Pokemon. I'm gonna come here and pay respects to the Pokemon I had that died. So sad. Make me relive those memories. I had 4 of them. Let's see, I had Honey, and Jasmine, and Tweety, and I feel really bad now because I can't think of it. Oh, Bubbles, the Zubat, of course. 4 of them. But anyway, here's a look at my living team. I got their levels up. Sylvester is a little bit higher than the rest, mainly because I was training him up with Payday to get some extra money. I'm slowly accumulating some coins because there's some TMs I want to get down at the Celadon Game Corner. But I also have him holding the black glasses because in Pokemon Tower we're going to encounter a lot of ghost Pokemon, as you might have guessed. And Sylvester's going to be really good with his dark attacks, taking them on. I've also got, what's his name? Jim for backup. But I'm going to be using Jim and Sarah right now, because we have, before anything else, we have a rival battle coming up. Hey, Banana, what brings you here? Is your Pokemon dead? Hey, it's alive! Yeah, well, most of them are anyway, all but 4 of them. I can at least make them faint, let's go! It's the same thing in this game, Durian, it's the same thing! Yeah, anyway. This is the same, this is also a subject of much speculation, because your rival is in Pokemon Tower. He asks you why you're here if your Pokemon aren't dead, but then the question is, why is he here if his Pokemon aren't dead? And then you remember that when you fought him on the SSN, he had Eradicate. But now in this battle, the Eradicate is conspicuously absent, and he only has 5 Pokemon on his team. And I think Execute was his newest member, in place of Eradicate. So it begs the question, did he simply just swap out Eradicate for something he thought was stronger? Or did something much more nefarious happen? When you knocked out his Eradicate, he was on the SSN, and he couldn't find a place to heal it in time. And then it was too late. It's another creepypasta. It's like where you, in fact, are the bad guy. You killed Gary, or your rival, in this case Durian's Eradicate. It doesn't matter, because your freaking Charmander killed Tweety and Bubbles. Yeah, one thing that kind of doesn't work about Nuzlocke and Wedlocke challenges is that you're essentially painting a world where Pokemon that faint are actually dead, and yet there are trainers that you rematch, such as your rival, throughout the game, and you're constantly knocking out their Pokemon, and yet they're getting their Pokemon back to battle. Oh, okay, so Gyarados. So I did check, at this level Gyarados does not know any water attacks, so he won't be bad for Sarah, but I do want to switch out to Jim first, because he's going to have Intimidate, and that's going to lower my attack 1 stage. So I don't want Sarah to have to take that hit. So I'm going to lead with Jim. I'm going to try to put him to sleep, and then switch back to Sarah, and use a Rock Slide on him. Should be pretty good. Also in this generation, all water attacks are special, and Gyarados is much more of a physical attacker. So, I have to keep in mind that I can't take lightly just because he doesn't have any water attacks. This could still be a threatening... Oh, he woke up. Ooh, this could be bad. Okay, good. Well, I mean, I do have a huge level advantage, but, I mean, I am within my level limit, but I do have quite a substantial level advantage. And also, Sarah is a pretty physically defensive Pokemon, so that's good. But, I mean, still, you never know with Gyarados. Gyarados are pretty notorious. You can never underestimate one. So I didn't want to take any chances. So for Kadabra, we'll send out Jim, because just like Sarah is a pretty good physically defensive Pokemon, Jim is a pretty good specially defensive Pokemon. And Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder shouldn't activate Synchronize. I believe it doesn't. So this will set me up. I'll be able to use some Aerial Aces on it. Jim isn't the best physical attacker, but Kadabra has really woke up after one turn, just like before. Oh, well, it's okay. Kinesis missed. Alright, so I didn't even need to bother putting it to sleep. But anyway, as I was saying, which it's pretty clear to see, Kadabra doesn't have great physical defense, so even though Jim's attack isn't the best, that did plenty. How's your Pokedex coming? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the bigger Marowak. Where could they be? I bet there aren't any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, unlike you. Smell you later. Okay, you just assume I don't have things to accomplish. Just because I'm bound by rules and can't catch Pokemon everywhere I go. I can get an encounter for here, though, in Pokémon Tower. I can't run, though, which isn't nice. I'm gonna heal real quick, though, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, I put Jim at the front of the team right now. Mainly because upstairs I can start to catch some wild Pokemon, and I want Jim to be able to put them to sleep. Now, my choices in Pokémon Tower are more than likely I'll run into a Gastly. Slightly less likely I'll run into a Haunter. And also much less likely I'll run into a Cubone. Actually, I think with both Haunter and Cubone, like, it's less than 10% chance. Now, the higher up I go on the higher floors, I'll have a higher chance of getting a Cubone. And I've been thinking about it, which Pokemon I would like to try to capture. And even if I go upstairs, I probably won't run into a Cubone. But I think I'll stick with catching Gastly or Haunter, if I can. Because I do have a ground type, which, not to say that, anything could happen. I guess Sarah could, not make it. But I don't have a ghost type. Well, I have poison types, but a ghost type would be pretty useful. So I think I'll be good with catching a Gastly or a Haunter, if I can. But anyway, long story short, I've got Jim out front to catch Pokemon. My other option was to use Repels until I got higher up, but I think I'm just going to get it over with. Even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A Sylph Scope might be able to unmask them. And yep, that is what I have, so I will start. Ooh, look at this. In the mist. It's like a horror film. I wonder, could I get this undetected? Escape rope. Yeah, I don't want to fight her. I want to try to get my encounter before I fight her. Let's see, will I run into anybody? I should be able to run into a Pokemon on this floor, starting on this floor. Because this is the third floor. I'm not running into anybody. Alright, well, I'll battle this lovely woman. Yeah, Pokemon Tower is pretty creepy for many reasons, but these channeler characters are probably the biggest reason for me, because, I mean, they're just like these possessed, well, humans, but making all sorts of noises, and one of them wants blood, and it's quite creepy. Fortunately, we got Jim. Hwah, I'm saved! Now, question. Like, these channelers, they're possessed by ghosts. They use Pokemon, mostly Gastly and Haunter. Oh, well, there's my encounter. But anyway, like, when you defeat them, you save them, they always say. But does that mean that the Pokemon they used was controlling them? Or is it just, like, they were possessed by another spirit? Like, if they own a ghost Pokemon, you'd think they'd be, I don't know, savvy enough to avoid getting possessed. I don't know how the whole thing works. Gastly. Oh, I thought of really obvious choice to nickname this guy if I catch him. I'm gonna stop beating around the bush though and try a Great Ball. I mean, I'm afraid of like trying to damage him because any attack I use, even Aerial Ace, is gonna hit pretty hard. Okay, good, got him. Okay, so I know right away what name I'm gonna use if I'm thinking nostalgic names. Really obvious. This guy's a ghost. But now I've befriended him, so this is Casper. Yay for obvious names. Bye, Casper. See you later if one of my Pokemon dies. Okay, so now that we've gotten that taken care of, I'm gonna swap, because I might need Jim for later. I'm gonna put Sylvester and Buttercup up front. Even though Sylvester is now leading the team with levels, I want to give him... He'll be really good against the wild Pokemon here. I do want to use a Repel, though, just to kind of speed things up a little bit, to not have so many random encounters. Alright. Let's fight this lady. Be gone, malevolent spirit! Are you talking to me, or the spirit that's apparently possessing you? Patricia. I've known a few people named Patricia, and yet it's a name I haven't heard very much recently. Bam, look at that. I mean, again, 13 level difference. But now, for the record, again, my level limit is 43. But now this is going to work out interestingly because I have 2 gyms with the same level limit, which I can take on in any order. And so I run into the issue that even if my Pokemon are not over-leveled for one of the gyms, in fighting the one gym, they might become over-leveled for the other gym. The only way around this I can see is if I dedicate one pair to one gym and another pair to another gym. So for instance, I would imagine I'll probably end up using Sylvester for Sabrina's gym, and Sarah and Jim for Koga's gym. So like whichever one I take on first, I'll make sure that pair isn't over-leveled. That's the best sort of compromise I can think of right now. Because 43 is pretty high level, so I'd like the Pokemon I use to take on the gym to be close to that. Be cursed with me. I guess misery loves company. So yeah, I guess I'll work things out. I think if I do that, if I devote one pair to one gym, that'll work out. Anyway, let's continue fighting these ghosts. Nom 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 nom. Ghosts now part of a balanced breakfast. Yeah, they pretty much all use Gastly. I think one channeler has a Haunter, but I think that's it. And this is a bit on the tedious side. I would skip over this, but I kind of, part of me really wants to include it just to make sure, not cheating you guys out on anything in case anything interesting happens. Ooh, beat me not. Well, I mean, I won't beat you with a stick or anything, but I will beat you in battle. Another Gastly. Let's switch things up a bit. Use Feint Attack instead. They're the same base power. Just Bite has a chance to flinch, and Feint Attack never misses. But since I'm one-shotting them all anyway, this pretty much doesn't make a difference. Huh? Who? What? Yep. Okay. Let us continue. This music also is fairly creepy, but kind of neat. Like, in the remakes, I kind of like the little different instruments they use. It sounds kind of like tabla drums, those Indian drums. It's kind of nice. Ghost! No! Quah! Yeah, all these weird onomatopoeia these channelers making. I'm trying to remember when I first played Red and Blue and all these channelers were all, like, making these noises. I don't even know what I thought. I mean, like, I didn't realize they were possessed or anything. I just thought they were weird, which they still are weird. But I guess it makes more sense in context. In fact, I think the channeler who asks for blood in Red and Blue isn't in Fire Red and Leaf Green. I think they might have taken that out to sort of sanitize it a little bit. But hey, you know, the episode is still young. We're only on, like, well, we're on the 4th floor, I think. We're on the 2nd floor of channelers we can fight, so I think there's 7 or 8 floors total. We got plenty to go. Oh, over there is the Purification Square, or whatever it's called. I can heal my Pokemon for free over there, which is nice. First, let's fight this lady. You shall join us. How about you join me in the land of the sane? Or the semi-sane. Pretty sure all these Gastly are at the same level, even. So quite monotonous, but by the time you're out of Pokemon Tower, you better know how to fight a Gastly. Alright. Defeated Channeler with... What a nightmare! Yes, just a nightmare. Okay. Let's fight this lady. Then we'll heal. Give me your all. Okay, yeah. That was probably the one that asks for blood. Because I noticed a lot of the things they sanitized, just like with the gamblers. Oh, this one's got a Haunter. It's like horribly obvious that they censored it somehow, because it doesn't make sense. Like that I'm a rambling gaming dude guy that we met a couple episodes earlier. And then this one. Give me your all. I mean, I guess, like, it means don't hold back, fight, blah blah blah, but in context, yeah, you were probably... I was under possession, yes. But, you know, give me your all is something you could expect almost any run-of-the-mill trainer to be like, yeah, give me your all, don't hold back in this battle, rah. But I would have more reason to suspect you were possessed if you were asking for my blood. So this lady is okay. She's on the purification chamber. Come, child. I have purified this space. You can rest here. Yes, indeed. Pokemon are fully healed. Alright. And found a cleanse tag. I believe that makes the wild Pokemon encounter rate lower. I don't think it's a perfect... It repels wild Pokemon. It might be a perfect equivalent to repel. Well, I'm gonna stick it to Gym. And when Repel wears off, I'll test it out. It definitely makes encounters less frequent. Zombies! Yeah, there is actually... Well, there's a Pokemon ROM hack of... It's a hack of, I think, Ruby version. And it's called Pokemon Snakewood. And it's basically about a zombie apocalypse in the Pokemon world. I watched part of a playthrough of it. It's not really my cup of tea. I'm not into any of the horror stuff or like things that are at all bloody or gory. But it was kind of interesting though. They made it. There were quite a few made-up Pokemon, and also there were like zombie equivalents of quite a few Pokemon with like kind of clever, disgusting little plays on their actual names. What's a good example? I don't know. Charmander was Rotmander. That one wasn't really super clever. What was Bulbasaur? I forget what Bulbasaur was. Bulbasaur was an interesting one. Ivysaur was like Shrivelsaur or something. I don't know. It was really weird. Like I said, not my cup of tea. If that does sound like your cup of tea though, you might want to check it out. It's called Pokemon Snakewood. It's a ROM hack, and I don't know. Go find it somewhere. I'm not gonna link it to anything. I don't really want to be responsible for spreading it around directly, but I mean, hey, if you want to play it, if you think it sounds cool, go ahead and play it. Alright, Repel's effect wore off. Let's test out the cleanse tag, and might as well heal a little while we're at it. So yeah, I have Gym up front again, just because Sylvester was getting pretty high leveled. I have to pay attention to what floor we're on. I really have no idea. Oh yeah, I think this will be the last floor, because I think up here is... Well, you'll see. We shall see shortly. Let's fight some more channelers. Oh, here she is! Okay, so the Give Me Your All girl, I'm sorry that I implicated you. Angelica. How angelic of you to ask for my blood. So yeah, I'm sorry, channeler downstairs, who I accused of being the Give Me Blood girl. Apparently they did not actually sanitize the Give Me Blood line from this game. They kept it in there, and here it is, Channeler Angelica. She wants your blood. Good to know. Good to know we can sanitize the game so that they don't have any references of gambling, even though there's still a game corner that's essentially a big gambling venue and promote gambling to children. But we can't use the word gambler. But we can ask for your blood. I mean, alright, maybe she works, you know, with blood donors. Maybe she's doing charity. She'd like some blood so she can help the poor people who need blood transfusions. And how dare you accuse her of being some possessed... Oh. I guess she was really possessed. Well, sometimes you can judge a book by its cover. You feel anemic and weak. Sounds like you need some blood. Maybe she does need a blood transfusion. It's like all these channelers making their bird calls. Ah, this is getting boring. I'm so tempted, I just I'll speed it up a little bit. Sorry, this is getting a little bit too dry for me now. So many Gastly. Alright. Is that so? That's lovely. Emilia. Fusion. Alright. Something fell out. Something fell out of what? My hair didn't fall out. It was a malevolent spirit. Oh, okay. The spirit fell out. That's much better. Okay, so I guess the cleanse tag isn't 100% perfect. That's alright. It worked pretty good for a while there. I'm just gonna run. Alright. So in that case, even though I'm not going to need it for much longer, I'm going to put up another repel, but I'm also going to switch to Bulby. And those of you who know this game, of course, will already know why. I kind of glossed over it in the first episode where we went to, where we first got to Lavender Town, because we kind of skipped over Lavender Town in that episode. But for those of you who don't remember, this game, there's the backstory about Cubone and how, I guess, there was one mother of Cubone, one Marowak, and how Team Rocket invaded Pokémon Tower, I guess to steal some of the Pokémon. And there's a story about how Cubone's mother, Marowak, died trying to protect it. Well, actually, I don't know if they went into Pokémon Tower. I think they did. Well, anyway, that's beside the point. The point is, they tried to harm Cubone. Marowak saved Cubone's life by sacrificing her own. It was a very sad story. But Marowak's soul could never be at peace. And you know what happens when a soul can never be at peace. Be gone, intruders. What's that? It's a ghost. It's one of the least threatening ghosts I've ever seen. It's just like a blob with yellow eyes. But we have the Sylph Scope, so now we can see it's a Marowak. The ghost is Marowak. Okay, now, so unlike the ghost Pokemon you can find in Pokemon Tower, ooh, I forgot this one's at level 30, you cannot capture this Marowak. You have no choice but to destroy it. Destroy is maybe a bit of a strong word. It's more like you have no choice but to knock it out. Okay, so that headbutt did a decent chunk. I got Leech Seed up though, so that should mitigate damage done any turn. Now I can start Razor Leafing it. If I felt a little more confident, I'd set up a Poison Powder and kind of stall it out, but this Marowak's got some pretty decent power, and it just leered me. So, I'm not gonna waste a lot of time setting up. That Razor Leaf did a pretty good amount, and with Leech Seed restoring more health, I think I'm in pretty good shape, but like I said, I don't want to waste turns waiting for Poison to kick in. Okay, so this Razor Leaf's gonna hit, it should be enough. I would have proven to you by throwing a Pokeball that you couldn't capture this Marowak, but just take my word for it, because if I had wasted a turn throwing a Pokeball, it could have knocked out Bulby or something, and I didn't want that. The ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. You know, I was talking about Pokemon Origins a little earlier and the Lavender Town episode of Pokemon Origins, and speaking of that, man, this part with Cubone and Marowak, the feels, that was really, it really had me choking up. It was sad. But anyway, we've reached the top of Pokemon Tower, and what's this? Team Rocket grunts. Of course, Team Rocket is always behind anything that's going wrong. What do you want? Why are you here? I could ask you the same question, sir. Alright, Zubat. No problem. I'm thinking Bulby is only like a level and a half away from evolving. I haven't been able to use her much lately though because, well, I couldn't use her much in, I couldn't really use her too much in the Team Rocket hideout. I don't know if well, other than against Giovanni, I couldn't use her in Erica's gym because she didn't have an advantage. Defensively she was okay, but offensively she couldn't do much. And now in Pokemon Tower, all the ghost Pokemon are part poison. So she was good against Marowak, and if I had run into any Cubone, but I haven't been able to level her up much lately. So hopefully in the next few episodes, going on some of the next few routes, I'll find some time to train her up a little bit, because she is so close to evolving into a Venusaur. And that would be just glorious. Alright, defeated this first Team Rocket Grunt. Give up, good. Good thing about Team Rocket Grunts, I'm not going to forget this. That's okay, as long as you give up. Okay, there's only 2 more. This old guy marched right up to our hideout. Then he starts ranting about how Team Rocket's abusing Pokemon. So we're just talking it over as adults. Sure. I mean, there's nothing more than that implication there, but something tells me that it's not just a peaceful little chat you're having. Something tells me you might be threatening his life. Or holding him hostage, or something. We'll see. Okay, Hyper Fang hit did pretty good, but now I have a smoke screen on me. I'm gonna try Quick Attack. It has better accuracy. Hopefully that'll do enough. And it does, which is good. Wondering if I can throw Bulby in against one of these. Drowsy. No, I don't want to risk it. I mean, actually, I found Ivysaur does pretty good against Drowsy, but in case he has Confusion, I don't want to take the risk of it doing super effective damage. Well, Fivel's almost full level 31. Let's see, I mean, I think one of these guys has Rattata or Raticate. Only good for making money. Well, apparently not. Apparently they're good for killing the Pokemon of another trainer. Poor girl who just wanted her to... yeah. I'm sad that my Pokemon had to die, okay? That's pretty much... Even though this is a Wedlocke and it's pretty much guaranteed that you'll probably have at least one death throughout the entire playthrough, it's still tough. Oh, so close to knocking it out in one hit. Okay, Fivel should be getting level 31. Excellent. This Fivel hasn't been getting a whole lot of attention lately either. Zubat. I want Bulby to take this one. I think she can handle it. It could have Wing Attack. He probably does have Wing Attack. But I figure if I switch out, if I have to switch back to Fivel, it'll probably be okay. Astonish. That's not gonna do much. You gave me almost a free turn, because you're not faster than me either. Supersonic. That I'm not happy about. If it does use Wing Attack, I'll just give this one turn a try. If I hurt myself. Didn't hurt myself. Oh, but I missed. Doggone it, Bulby. How much does Wing Attack do? It wasn't bad, but considering Bulby's still confused, I don't want to risk taking another hit like that. Plus potentially hurting myself in confusion. Plus potentially getting a critical hit. Okay, I can quick attack this one though, no problem. Because also, I need a better non-grass attack on Bulby, because Bulby doesn't have great attack. Her nature inhibits attack. Was she timid, I think? but, you know, against Zubat, grass attacks don't do a whole lot of good. So, and in this generation, there's not a whole lot that she can get. Like, I guess I could have taught her Cut instead of Fivel. But I'm trying to think if there's, like, the TM for Sludge Bomb or something. I don't think I can get it, until the post-game, even. I don't know, I need to do some research on what other moves I could teach her. I think maybe only when she evolves, but I might be able to teach her Strength. I guess that would be pretty good. I mean, it's 80 base power. Definitely much better than Tackle. I might look into it. Hyper Fang. Okay, that wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't horrible, so... Ivysaur has fairly decent bulk. Certainly not the best, but I'd say probably, for a middle stage Pokemon, probably above average. You're not getting away with this. Well, it looks like I already have, to use a cliche. And you would have gotten away from it too if it weren't for me, the meddling kid. I already made that joke, so I'm not even gonna bother. Hey? You came here to save me? Thank you, but I came here of my own free will. I came to calm the spirit of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has finally left us. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon House, at the foot of the tower. Yep, here we are in Pokemon House, where some poor abandoned Pokemon get taken care of. They're so cute, I want to adopt them. Yep. Banana. Your Pokédex quest is one that requires strong dedication. Without deep love for Pokémon, your quest may fail. I'm not sure if this will help you, but I'd like you to have it. Got the Pokéflute. Okay, that's what we need to wake up some Snorlax. Upon hearing the Pokéflute, sleeping Pokémon will spring awake. Try using it on Pokémon that are sleeping obstacles. That's right. So, really, I couldn't have gone to... I couldn't have gone down Cycling Road just yet because I didn't have the Pokéflute. So, now... Let's see. I have the Pokéflute, so now I can go down either of these two routes remaining, so... Let me see what they're named, just so I can have an idea. So I think since I'm already here in Lavender Town, in the next episode I'll start down Route 12. This will start my way down to Fuchsia City, and actually on the way I can make a pit stop back to this little building that separates Route 11 and 12, because there is something I missed out on over here when I was here before. So I think I'll head this way to Fuchsia City. Let's see. I was gonna say I need to also go down to the building between Celadon City and Route 16 because I need to get the HM for Fly. But it's not really a big priority right now since I can't use it anyway. So I've got a couple of options. I could go down Route 12 and then go up Cycling Road, or go down Route 12 and 14 and 15, and then go back up them and down Cycling Road. So actually, I think I'll have to decide. I mean, I know I just said that I'll probably go down Route 12 first, but I might go down Cycling Road first. If only because it'd be more direct. But we'll have to see, because I still want Bulby to evolve, and Route 12 has a lot of water Pokemon. But that'll be a decision for next time. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time for more of my Pokemon LeafGreen Wedlocke.